Well, it's December 2nd. Just got my timbers dropped off. 6x6s, anywhere from 6 foot long to 20 foot. Well, this is where I'm going to work and cut most of my timbers throughout the winter. As my sawhorses I built last year and then shortened the legs on them. Got them down to about 2 foot high so that I can work on them with the new chain mortiser and have them low enough to where I can work on them and not have to struggle with the height. Got me a heater for when it gets cold in here. Today ain't bad, it's nice and sunny. I got some pecan logs there. I'm going to make me a couple of hefty hammers out of them for when I go to put this thing together and have to do the tap to get the joints tightened up and then winch them tighter before I peg them. So I got a couple of skill saws there to work with. Got some chainsaws. Got the chainsaw milling attachment. And I got a big box full of chisels to work with. The old boring machine, I don't know how much I'll use it though. Electric chainsaw if I need it. And the Big Daddy skill saw for cutting the timbers up. Make the 6-inch cut through the timbers and make it all in one cut. Got the new air compressor to blow out the mortises and blow stuff off. Well, I guess I'm going to see if I can get a 20-footer in here and 3 10-footers to make my gin pole, because that's how I plan on standing up my bents. I've never used a gin pole, but I figured I can figure it out. Well, I'm going to see if I can get some timbers in here and maybe start working on some of them this evening. But might be a struggle, but maybe I can do it. Well, I managed to get 6 timbers into the garage, but it took me about 3.5 hours just to get it from there into the garage. What I'm going to do first is cut out my gin pole, lay it out, cut it out, and that way I can get those pieces out of here. I'm going to use one of these 20-foot pieces and these 3 10-foot pieces. 10-footer for the foot and 2 braces, and I'm going to make it 20 foot high because the peak of my carport is going to be 17 feet, and I'm going to need that much height, so it's going to be heavy duty. And I've already drawn it on SketchUp, printed out my shop drawings. I'm getting ready to start laying it out and see if I can do the foot first and get some practice with the new chain mortiser and see how it goes. Well, I got my timber ready now and I got some of it laid out. This mortise here for a brace, and my center mortise laid out for my center post, and some of the end brace mortise, and it's going to be housed 1 inch on the bottom here, all 3 pieces, 2 braces and the post. And I'm going to set the camera up on the tripod here in a minute and do some mortising and cut the houses out. And this is a cant hook that I put together a little while ago for turning these big timbers over. These 10 footers ain't too bad, but when you get into them 14, 16 and 20 footers, they're going to be a chore just to roll them over. I bought this hook on eBay for about 10-15 bucks, and I put it on a piece of tubing that I had around here and put a piece of strap on it and put a bolt on it. Works just right on these 6 inches. There's my plans that I printed out this morning. This one here is the brace mortise, the center, and then the other brace, and that's top view. That's a side view of the timber. Now that I got the 3 mortises cut with the mortiser, and then I'm going to do the slices on the housings. Take it down 1 inch right there. And as you can see here, I've already cut the angle 25.2 degrees. And I got my saw at the 90 again and set it at 1 inch depth. And I'm going to slice it up and then knock it out with a hammer and clean it up with the chisel. Well, I've got 2 of them sliced up, but I wanted to stop and show you. I slice them pretty close together. I figure if you're going to use the circular saw to make it easier, keep using it. The closer together you put them, the easier it is to knock them out and then chisel it and get it flat, get it straight, get it smooth. And the reason I wanted to stop here, when I'm part way through this one, when you get a knot like this, you definitely want to put your slices close together, because that knot is hard to chisel. I save all these little chips for starting a fire in the wood burner. Be needing that before long. I think today's December 4th. Just got the timbers delivered the day before yesterday. They delivered 44 timbers. So I have all my timbers except my post. They're going to be pressure treated to go into the ground. And I'm hoping to do the raising around March or April. And this is the foot to the gin pole. But I figured I'd build the gin pole first as practice for my more critical timbers for the RV carport. And it's going to be 40 foot long and 18 foot wide, and it'll have 4 bents, and the 10 foot apart, 9 foot 6 inches apart. And at the end it's not going to be a bent because my post is set back 5 foot in order to have me a 5 foot cantilever at the entrance, which will give me room to get around the carport with the boat and anything else. So I figured I'd set that entrance post back 5 foot. Do the cantilever. I think I'll do a video of the SketchUp drawing of the carport. And show that a little bit too. This is a 2 cherries chisel. I really like it. Takes an edge real good, holds an edge real good, and it's light and easy to handle. This is a slick that I picked up at a flea market. It's unnamed, but really cuts good. Right, I think I'm good on that one. 1-inch housing. Then my brace will come up at this 25.2 degree angle. The brace will be 10 foot long. This foot is 10 foot 10 inches long. On my plans it was 10 foot, but I had a good 10 foot 10 inches, so I just left 5 inches extra on each end. Alright, well I got the foot to the gin pole done. That's the foot there, and I got all the mortises and the housings cleaned up. First piece for the whole project.